Yeah, what of it?
Hey guys, it's your boy Jake, here back again with the Yeah What of It podcast. Today's episode, it's a Hunger Games episode. We're going to answer some questions. We're going to talk about our days. I've got my two fabulous co-hosts with me. I've got
Kehan.
And
Harry.
That's it, Kehan and Harry being as useful as chocolate teapots. Love it. So
Here's the only issue I have, right? You can leave this in, right?
All right.
wow,
You two motherfuckers sound so scripted when you read it out. You need to say it from the soul. I
I've
want
not
some
got
soul.
I ain't got none.
I want some soul, Jake.
my setup in the house, right, is against the wall of my neighbour, who's I think recently moved in with his missus. And if he somehow finds this podcast, then congrats, man. Or it's just a random lady who comes and stays.
Do you know what I say to that, Jake?
What?
I've got no idea what that is, and I'm not sure if I'm going to need to cut that for copyright reasons. I'm not sure.
I've got noise.
I don't think
headphones. I need to scream at the shared wall in the building. Anyway, yeah. One of you tell me about your week.
Okay, before we get on with this, earlier, Kehan, you said the words. Hang on, where's it gone? You said the words. Don't know how you gimps watched that Dr. Squatch ad and thought, yeah, I need that. What is your issue with the advert?
Yeah, actually, there's multiple.
Right.
I haven't seen a video. I only saw the.
Oh, you haven't seen the advert?
No.
So I'm not right. I don't think it's 100% fair because obviously this Dr. Squatch people are not a massive company, or I hope they're not because if there are, and that ad was so low budget, and it just screamed overly Yankee.
And
I don't know how you looked. I don't know how you looked at that when I need that in my life. I just looked at it and I was like, please let this skip button hurry up real quick.
Oh, you actually got...
And then as soon as I got on YouTube.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, I saw it and I was like, oh my God, this is awful. Maybe that's why you got suckered in. You didn't actually see the video. You just saw the ad and went like, oh yeah, that sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, because it stained my bath.
Yeah.
I got that pine tar one. And after a little while, it started staining not only my skin, but the tub. And where I'm partially colourblind, I couldn't see it very well. But my fiance would come in and be like, you've got to stop using it. The bathtub's green.
She's gaslighting you, mate.
Here's the thing, though. I'm not surprised that it turned your tub green, considering the fact that they put things in food that are illegal in majority of the world. So the fact that something you're rubbing on your body is probably like double illegal.
And that's the thing, it's produced and made in the US, where things are a lot more...
a bit loose.
What
goes in and on.
Yeah. Not really. Probably shouldn't be in there. That's why I switched to Bear Bar. And
not
you
sponsored.
Said, we're not sponsored.
Not sponsored.
You described Bear Bar as... What did you fucking call it? You said it was... hang on. Where's it gone?
Me?
Yep. I said... I use Bear Bar now. Doesn't stay in my bath. And you said, that's some grandpa shit.
Yeah, right. Using a bar of soap is some grandpa shit.
Ah, mate. My skin's never been so soft.
Exactly. Thank you.
We burn our balls around here with mint, right? I like a bit of mint, and sometimes when I feel a bit special, I'll have the squashies shower gel up in here.
Oh.
Maybe if I'm feeling a bit uber, I'll run a bit of Dove, because the Dove make me feel a bit different. Sometimes I put a bit of that Dove in there, get a little moisturizer on, get in my silk sheets, and I feel like I'm skating on ice.
I'll tell you now.
Okay.
My draw to Dr. Squatch, I was like, oh, I can smell like a bourbon barrel. I was like, yeah, that's my cup of tea. And then Harry was like, yeah, no, it's good.
I want to smell like a
But
tree.
He turned me to the dark side, and I tried it. I was like, yeah, that's good.
Bar soap is just good.
It is,
like,
hands down.
Bear Bar. Sorry, let me just convert Kehan real quick to bar soap.
You're gonna fucking convert me.
Right. What do you like to smell like? You like to smell like mint, yeah?
Nah, The reason why I like mint is for the same reason why all toothpaste is flavored mint, because it just opens you up, and then you feel like it's not that I like it, it's just the feeling that you get, and it's on the same wavelength as toothpaste. Because I feel like any other anything that's not minty toothpaste, I don't trust.
Would
Yeah,
you?
no, I'm with you on that.
Would you wash yourself with toothpaste?
Not with toothpaste,
Why not?
but if it was scented like toothpaste, I wouldn't be too upset.
Well, good for you, because Bear Bar have a minty eucalyptus natural soap bar with a smooth feel.
You're missing the key fact though. The mint one has to be, and you know the exact one I'm on about.
Yeah, I know
one
exactly
that
what you mean.
burns, right?
Yeah.
I need that burn. I have a slight masochist tendency. I don't mind a bit of pain. That might be the reason why I had fucking tried those hot wings. Or I'm just a crazy motherfucker named Ice Cube.
Well, you soak yourself up with that Bear Bar, and I'll slap your nuts, and we'll call it even.
Well, you gonna come round every night to slap my nuts?
An advert.
Is that it? Is that it? Oh, mate, that'd be sick. An advert. There's just some guy watching it. A bear just comes in, just ting, slaps his nuts.
That would be a sick
That's the
advert.
feeling of Bear Bar.
How it choose to feel 5 gum.
Kid, you're nut.
Let me read you some more flavors. See what tickles you.
That bear comes in and has me like this.
I'm so glad you've got this soundboard. Okay, I'm going to read you some flavors. We've got roasted coffee, which I've tried myself.
No.
It's very nice. We've got bay.
I feel like if you're walking around smelling like coffee, you're just going to be smelling like one of those failed lawyers that stink of burnt coffee.
Well, here's the thing with the coffee one. I thought I was going to smell like coffee, and I was quite looking forward to that. However, when you're in the shower with it, it smells like coffee, but afterwards you just smell like clean. You don't smell like coffee. It's very faint. And that's got medium grit, which isn't too bad. It's good for me because I've got quite porous skin. We've got bay rum, citrus burst, spring mountain, which I'm currently using and is very nice. Bit lavendery, but whatever. Minty eucalyptus for that ball slapping feel. We've got deep sea cleanse, which I'm presuming smells like the sea. We've got amber ale, which smells like, you know what? I'm presuming beer. Bear with me. Grapefruit.
So what, you just smelling like a piss head?
Apparently,
the grey balls.
Apparently, it smells like grapefruit, sweet orange, ground hops, citrus peel, one of their favourite ales. So it genuinely has ale in it, and menthol crystals.
I don't want to smell like ale. That's bad.
No, yeah.
No, I wouldn't want to do that either.
Molten lather.
That's not an ideal.
They got molten lather, which is, I think it's like a charcoaly smell. We got pine, fresh cut pine. I've got about 6 of those. That one's got heavy grit though, and I thought, heavy grit, whatever, I'll be fine.
Oh, what is that? Just like bits in it?
Yeah, I came out looking like I'd been attacked. Is by that just Wolverine.
For the? Right. Okay. Yeah.
You got Nebula, which is apparently it smells like a blackjack. Do you remember those old sweets, blackjacks?
Yeah.
They've got 2 new flavors. Here we go.
No. Yeah.
Raw oats and maple, which is apparently unscented. It's just completely natural. That one.
Not like a porridge bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't mind porridge though. I'd bathe in porridge. And then their new one, which, as far as I know, came out today, the Woodsman. Okay, and this has got rich Virginian cedarwood.
Oh yeah.
Earthy rosemary. Warm cinnamon. Authentic Canadian maple and real crushed walnut shell. Oh, hang on.
I might buy that.
No.
Yeah, is that sold to you?
If smells could kill Harry, I want to smell like it.
I mean, this is currently in my basket, but I haven't bought it. However, I'm looking at the ingredients and it says real crushed walnut shell, but I'm looking at the ingredients and it doesn't say walnut. So I'm thinking I might be okay.
I probably wouldn't risk it. I feel like if they failed to put a nut warning on something that says real crushed nuts in it, that or they're false advertising.
To be fair, it says Juglans Regia shell. I don't know what that means. So hang on. A Juglans Regia, I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. It means the royal nut of Jupiter, and it's just an English walnut.
Oh, there you go. So they tried to kill you by using fancy words.
Yes, I can't use that one. Thanks, guys. Love you, soap, but that's really fucked me over because they were selling that to me.
What, death by soap?
Well, the seed of wood, rosemary, cinnamon, maple syrup. I was like, oh yeah. I didn't even read that about the fucking walnut.
I've leaked the podcast into the office slowly but surely. Once Sexy Deck AOK'd it, and he was like, he quote.
He said, I unironically listened to it.
And I was like, cool.
No way. Really?
Yeah. He says he hates my voice because obviously he knows who I sound like and who I look like. But you speak because he doesn't know who you are. But then I leaked it to Dan, the finance man.
Yeah. Is he the one that dressed as a fireman? No, that was IT.
No, that was
No.
just a random bloke at the IT support
IT place.
And then I've also given it to one of our customer relations manager people.
Yeah.
And we're gonna that's a wide enough demographic. I'm gonna see what happens, see what comes back. Before you know it, we might be famous in the office.
Well,
You might be popping.
You know what?
Yeah.
I was checking out the analytics, and because I have nothing better to do in my time, and I did notice there was a steady stream of people listening to it over the past couple of days, and I was like, oh, hello, what's going on there?
I did get. What did I get? I got some tips. No, so
I got Josh. I got Josh from work. He's. I think he's listened to almost all of them now.
Really?
He was listening. He was listening. To, what was the last one he was listening to? Is the milk and the cow one?
Oh, what episode was that? I'm trying to remember. Was that Oreos are perfect?
Remember.
Leave me alone in the field with a cow. I would do unspeakable things.
Yeah, and then he missed the last episode's thing at the end as well because I was like, "Have you listened to all of it?" He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Nah. Have you listened to all of it?" I was like, "Yeah, go back and listen to it." Actually, going cracking up about that. I was like, "Oh, that was amazing." I listened to it so many times.
I'm fucked. He didn't believe it was me the first time.
We've got
She was like,
more important news that I can use as a hashtag.
Yeah.
Overwatch 2 released Invasion.
Yep.
it's so good.
I think it's alright.
I'm enjoying it heavily.
I'm having an okay time with it. I like the progression. I feel like I've got a reason to play it.
And I mean, Chunks endorsed it, so it's got to be good.
I don't know who that is.
He's one of the sidemen.
Oh, with
Picture him into the.
He's not a side man.
Is he not a sideman?
No, he's Beta Squad.
That means the
What's
same as
Beta
sideman
Squad?
to me.
It's not because they're two different fucking.
Does he hang out with KSI?
No.
Is he one
Probably
of the
hangs
pool
out with
boys?
him. Doesn't really film with him.
Oh, I don't fucking know. They're all the same to me. All those YouTube people.
All those young'uns.
I think.
Oh, those. What do you mean those youngins? I think they're older than us.
Yeah, this is the thing, right? They dance around and do stupid shit like they're 19, but they're like 30 odd, I think. Hang on, let me find out. How old is KSI?
Yeah, they're all over 30.
Okay, guess he's 30 years old.
Yeah.
Logan Paul is 28. KSI's brother
Yeah.
is 26. Jake
Well,
Paul
yeah.
is also 26. I don't know how old do you reckon Mr. Beast is?
Oh,
Gotta
he's like 20.
Oh, you've got to be shitting me.
He's 26.
How old is he?
He's about our age.
He's 25.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Yeah, he's our age.
7th of May, 1998.
Yeah.
He's younger than me.
How? How the
It's
fuck?
crazy. He's crazy. You could just blow up just like that. Boom. Next thing you know, you're just fucking doing an absolute mazza on the internet.
That's it. Anyway, what were you telling us about Overwatch before we get some disparity about the fact that we're old?
I
and
think
poor?
it's alright. Don't get me wrong, it's not like revolutionary, but I like the new game mode. I like the new maps. I like the new hero. The mission thing, the underworld. Not a fan of that one, and I'm not paying for the missions. But other than that, I think it's alright.
I got so invested that I've been angry playing it, which I've not done in ages.
What do you
Like-
mean?
So out of every game I've ever played, no game has made me angry enough to break anything.
Shut
Thanks,
up. You barely broke a cable.
Thanks to Overwatch, I've snapped a controller in half. I shattered a second one. And then recently, I got so angry that I pulled the cable out of my Xbox, and it snapped off inside my controller.
I'm thinking maybe take a break.
Yeah, but
That's what we're doing. We're playing Skyrim so we can
that's
get even
happened
more
every year.
angry.
Yeah.
Clap
Well, I've
your
not died
hands.
yet, so I'm really. I've tried clapping my hands. I did it the other day, and Deck has tried clapping his hands as well. He's ready for it.
Yeah.
it's,
I'm gonna convert the nation.
Yeah, there's just
We only got 21 more days, Jake. 21 more days to hold out
until Starfield.
until Starfield. Here's the thing, though, right? The pre-release, it comes out 1 a.m. on the 1st of September. So that means because we're up by
Mhm.
Harry's.
Yeah.
Yeah, that means bang, staying up, downloading that, so that's ready to go when we leave early next morning.
You're not staying up, bro. Well, you can do. I'm gonna go to bed.
I
And then
can do because I'm gonna nap so fucking hard
Yeah. Then I'm
in
going
the
to
Yowie mobile.
in my car. The Yowie mobile's fucking.
Well,
Although
have you guys been pronouncing it Yowie?
no, I call it yeah. What of it or I don't. I just say. I've never actually pronounced it.
In my head, I
until right
think Yowie.
Your boy,
Yeah,
I don't
boy.
think Yowie.
yeah, boy,
Yowie.
your boy.
Well, that's a bit fucking weird.
Okay, listen, I just got a quick one because I asked to do this today and then forgot immediately. However, I woke up this morning. Oh no, it was yesterday morning, and had sleepy dust in my eye, and thought, I wonder what the purpose of this is. It seems just like dirt. So I have Googled it, and I'm going to present my findings. Okay,
Wait, can we make educated guesses on what they are first?
You can make an educated guess on what it is. Yeah.
I reckon it's just. I reckon it's probably just like your tear ducts when you're sleeping due to the rapid eye movement, and it's just like drying up.
Okay. Jake, any
I'm
thoughts?
going to say either it's like your body expelling mucus from your tear ducts, or
Ugh.
it's a tasty little snack for the sleep goblin.
Okay.
Midnight Barber.
Its real name is Ruhem. Hang on.
You can say that again.
That.
It's like phlegm, but rem.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. It is a thin mucus which is naturally discharged from the eyes.
You have a Y.
Oh, just because
why.
usually you blink it away, but where you're not blinking, it just gathers. And it's a mix of dead skin cells, mostly mucus, blood cells, skin cells, and dust. However, the bit that really got me was it has a list of like common names for
Right.
sleepy dust. Are you mentally prepared?
Ooh. First of all, I've never heard it called sleepy dust.
What do you call
Have
it?
you not?
Eye bogies.
Okay,
call it
that is on the list.
Oh,
It's sleepy dust.
I've never called it sleepy. That's what a child calls it.
Sleepy dust, yeah.
Well, I've not fucking
You can't be
discussed
calling
it.
things
That was a
children
trial.
names and then be using bars of soap.
Yeah, but otherwise we've got to call it
Clam.
Rehem.
Call it by a scientific name or nothing at all.
Okay, so some of these names are fucking ridiculous.
Is
But,
Sandman somewhere in there? I reckon someone's calling it
Yeah.
something to do with like a
So-
Sandman. Oh, Krusties?
I'll start at the top and make my way down. Krusty's is on there.
I've heard someone call it Krusties.
Okay, the first one people call it sleep.
Yeah,
That's it.
yeah.
Uh,
That's what my mum calls it. Just sleep.
Sleepy seeds.
Shout out to us though.
Oh,
Yep, sleepy seeds.
sleepy seeds.
Yep, we've got
Okay.
sleepy buds. And then we have sleepy bugs. With a
Ah.
sleepy sand, which I've heard of. Sleepy winks. Eye boogers. Sandman sand.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Eye goop. Sleepy dust. A case of the sleepies. Eye gunk. Eye crust. This one's weird. Sleeping men.
Oh,
Is-
Which is I don't understand that one. We've then got Crusties,
Yeah.
Dozy Dust, Sleepy Dirt, and my absolute favourite, which I've never heard anyone call it this, Eye Globs.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
I
Because he's kind of
love that.
globby. He's kind of globby.
I would not
From
describe
its
it as glob.
right.
Mine's crusty. I wouldn't describe like glob. Makes me think like
Nah.
goo.
Yeah, but sometimes it's been like gooey, especially when you have like an absolute abundance of it. It can be. It's not like pure glute, but it is a bit malleable and not just crusty.
Ah.
I've got 2, so I'm.
All right, yeah.
Aye.
Making up for my lack.
That's it, mate.
Yeah.
Well, one of them's. I've not had an out in the field for quite a while. You know, your field reporter's been a bit of a homebody, and this one still vaguely counts. I've swapped from field reporter to sports reporter. It's your boy Jake, and as you know, I've been in an office environment where lots of people talk about sports that I don't play, understand, or care about.
Mm.
Due to that, I've been drafted into the fantasy football league because they were kind enough to include me, and I didn't really. So I've started picking people based purely off percentages that were next to their names, just to keep you all updated as we're doing weekly things. This will keep in weekly form. According to our league, we have got Mayo FC at the top with 85 points. Second is Goose United with 67 points. Then there's the Legend of Now Rocky with 66 points, and then PWH 54 points. But anyway, that's the sport news out the way. And now for my news. You know how sometimes you feel the world's against you, and you feel like someone somewhere's picking on you. Well, a Texas woman has encountered her terror, or re-encountered her terror, sorry, after she was attacked simultaneously by a hawk and a snake while mowing her garden.
Wait, hold on. In the story, was she actually attacked by both, as in like they were two separate entities? Because there's been a recent spate of where hawks are dropping snakes onto people.
That's what's happened here.
Right, okay.
Dropped a snake
Yeah.
to the lady. The snake wrapped itself around her arm. And the hawk was attacking her other arm.
Yeah.
Why are they
The
teaming
snake-
up?
Yeah, it's been a recent trend. Well, they're obviously not teaming up. It's just the bird that's using them as the weapon, really.
But the snake tried to bite her in the face, right? and lucky for her, she was wearing glasses, and there was venom on her glasses, and it like bit and cracked her glasses, but the venom just stayed on the lens.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And then her husband came down and helped her out and whatnot, and the hawk then picked up his murder weapon and fucked off. And now they end the article, which is my favorite part. They ended the article with Mrs. Jones is now back mowing her lawn under the close supervision of her husband.
That makes it sound like it was her fault that this happened to her.
That silly bitch standing underneath falling snakes. How dare she?
Here's the thing, though, right? That I haven't seen that one, but I have seen a few, and it's been happening like especially this year. There's been crazy stuff happening. I've seen a couple of those hawk ones, but then there's also, have you guys been seeing the ones of orcas where they're now like organizing themselves and attacking boats?
Oh, orcas. Yeah, I thought you said
Yeah.
walkers.
No, orcas. They're just now like just out here, just attacking the fuck out of boats. Maybe it's just the animal uprising.
It is.
Man, to get screwed by fucking
I've got.
hawks dropping bombs.
I live with a vegetarian, so hopefully when they get smart enough to enslave us, they'll let me off.
Yeah, but you love a good steak. Let this go on the record. Vegetarians, if you ever get human intelligence, Jake likes eating steak. He likes killing animals.
Vegetarians, if you get
in case
intelligence.
vegetarians become intelligent.
And they're not the vegetarians. I mean the animals. They're like they become like Planet of the Apes, and they can understand what I'm saying. Jake, yeah, he likes to eat meat. He's really happy when cows die. He's a murderer.
Just on a sorry, you've only just reminded me. There's a fun new joke in my office, right? And the joke goes as such: someone will ask me a question on what I'm doing, where I'm going, normally what I want to drink or what flavor I want things to be. And someone in the office likes to respond with cock. So, oh, Jake, what are you having for lunch? cock. And it happens all day long that now I just either acknowledge the joke or help perpetuate it. And I'm worried that
black
one day,
ones.
it's just
Oh, I'm feeling extra hungry. I feel like a nice big black one.
mate.
It's gonna like really
yeah.
start pushing.
Oh
it.
yeah, nah. I'm a bit. I'm not that hungry. I'll probably just have some nibbly bits. I hear there's a pie down the road.
Some nibbly dicks.
Some nibbly dicks.
But there you go. That yeah. I think for the past 2 weeks, every time, or maybe a little bit longer, every time someone's asked me what I'm having for lunch, the response has been cock.
Yeah, but that's.
It's just like an office thing, that though, isn't it? It's just a weird like. I feel like it's got to be more personal or like bizarre. Like you got to mix it up. Like someone asks you what you're having for lunch, and someone else shouts bees. That's weird, isn't it? It made me laugh.
That's just stupid.
It made me laugh. Though. Yeah, see, you're laughing.
No, I'm laughing because how stupid it sounds. Just trying to push that notion through.
Bees.
I mean,
Every day, if you know every day someone's going to ask you a question and someone else is going to say exactly the word cock, it's not as exciting. But if you never know what's coming, it mixes it up. It's like a pick and mix bunch with cocks and bees.
That's what I was missing was cocks and bees.
Hopefully, your entire workplace will now listen to this and go, "Oh, you know what? He's right. We've been missing out on cocks and bees."
I'll know if they've listened because I'll be like, "Oh, you listen to the podcast?" I'll be like, "Yeah." And then if the cock joke just continues and there's no more bees, I'll be like, they've not been listening. They're lying to me.
They're chatting shit.
First one, we've got to put the old little conspiracy hat on for a second. Have you guys been following the story of the old UK's wonkiest pub?
Yeah.
Yeah. So conspiracy hat firmly on, tightened up. So obviously, wonky pub been open 192 years, right? And had a little struggle over the COVID. So then the owner reluctantly sold the pub. And then not even a week after the pub was sold, it just burnt down. And now they're
That sounds
looking,
like
and now they've put in planning permission so that they can build something new. I'm no Sherlock Holmes, but 2 and 2 is not adding up here. 1 second, this seems like either an insurance jobby or they just wanted the fucking land, and now the local councilman is telling them they've got to build the pub brick by brick, which is fair enough because it's a wonky pub. I thought that's pretty cool.
That is cool.
Right, that's that out of the way, so we can take the old conspiracy hat and off at our heads.
Fantastic.
This other one ruffled me feathers quite a little bit because I was like, I say these quite often, and it was the most pointless advice has been revealed. They held a poll. There was a survey of 2,000 British adults. And would you like to just take a random guess of what was their voted as most pointless advice?
Just relax.
What they think is the most pointless advice.
I'm going with just relax.
Is it stuff like sometimes that's just how it is?
I mean, you're both roughly on the right track.
It is what it is.
It is.
Ooh, it's in the same region. No, it's just stop worrying.
Oh, of course. Sorry.
It is number one, and I was like, "Why is that pointless?" I say that all the time. Obviously, sometimes it's not like just stop worrying, or it's like just whatever. Don't worry about it. It's what else was on the list? And a few of the other top contenders was Revenge is Sweet. The other one is Forgive and Forget, or the absolute classic. I didn't know this was an actual saying. Marry for security, not for love. Is apparently
that is the
most
worst
top vote.
advice anyone could
which is
ever
one of the
give.
most top voted.
Don't tell G that, she'll leave me.
The other one, which will tickle a bit of Harry's pickle.
It's gonna be cryptid.
The clearest photo of a big cat roaming Britain discovered. So the elusive
fucking told you. I fucking told you.
Big
both.
cats. Let me send you a little screenshot. So it is an old picture, but it was a picture that was taken in the UK because it was found in an old filing cabinet Where is it? But it's just showing that there
fucking told you.
are big cats. There you go. Have a look at that. And that's a pretty sizable looking cat found in the UK. And
Damn,
this was
looks
up.
like a fucking panther to me.
This was up. It's believed to be. Where is it? The Beast of Smallthorn, an area of Stoke-on-Trent.
If only
So,
Smallthorn. It's such an English name for somewhere.
It is.
I feel like there are more English names than Smallthorn. What about Penistone?
Yeah,
Peterstown.
or Worcestershire.
Worcestershire, Yorkshire,
Yeah,
the Shire of York.
but that's 100% just a jaguar or a panther.
Yeah, but it means there's big ass cats.
Yeah, the thing
We
is,
don't really have to fear much in the UK.
they
I
call
fear nothing.
they call them ABCs, which stands for alien big cats. Not in the sense of different amount of space, but alien in terms of they're not supposed to be here. But
Right.
people have been citing these things for fucking years, and everyone's been like, "Oh, no, never happen."
Let's get ready to spin that wheel.
So it's after a few too many beers, you wake up in the capital, finding out you've volunteered for the Hunger Games. How do you survive/win?
I don't know.
Do
That's
you want me
me.
to set the premise of the Hunger Games, or do you remember them?
Oh yeah. Hunger Games, timeless classic.
Cool. So there's going to be 23 other people in the arena. 12 districts, 2 people per district. The arena could be anything. It could be a city, a jungle, a desert. You don't know until you're in there.
Yeah.
You'll be the last one alive.
Just hide, innit? That'd be my tactic, really.
You're just
um,
going
I don't know. No, but what was that whole thing where like people watch you and then they give you stuff? How did
Yeah.
that work? Because I feel
So-
like that might be a key part. You might have to appease them.
So the key points of the Hunger Games. Normally in the center, there's the cornucopia where there's all the weapons and stuff.
Sponsors, they are called, aren't
yeah.
they?
Hmm.
Yeah,
But then
that's
in
it.
and around, there's a few bits of other stuff, and then there's also sponsors. So because it's a nationalized TV thing, people who see you and like you can sponsor you. They can send you things. So a good example of this is in like the first film, Katniss is dying from some poisony shit that she got stabbed with by some janky ass bee, and people sent her the remedy for it. So you essentially get shit on easy mode because people will send you things. If you're interesting to watch. So, with that in mind,
right.
Ian, you got any ideas?
Me?
Yeah.
I feel like it would just have to be like pure survival because I know the first thing is do not go for the cornucopia straight off the bat. That's how you get your block taken off.
Rookie error.
I reckon that's how you're gonna get absolutely star spangled. So I'm beelining away,
Right.
but we don't know what environment it is. Can we just pick an environment?
All right, let's make it the first Hunger Games film. Do you remember the first Hunger Games?
That was like the foresty. It starts off in that green area, and then it's like the
Mostly a
trees.
forest, Yeah.
Yeah. So first things first, it's gonna have to come down because obviously it's gonna come down to survival stuff first. So I'm finding all the key stuff. Gotta get him that water.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta because water's a key thing. And then what was that? Who was that? I'm trying to remember from the movie because that was a good tactic. I can't remember the name, but they just stayed in the top of the trees, just kiting about. I feel like that's your best bet.
Yeah.
Because if we're fighting in our current thing, I ain't gonna beef no muscly dudes. So I'm just gonna try kiting them. I'm gonna be up in the trees, just cutting about, trying to show off my survival skills. Because then hopefully that will get you more sponsor stuff, and then they give you cool things, and then just be like mooching about, seeing who I can take out, fucking Splinter Cell style.
So you're trying to 1v1 people.
Yeah, but
Right.
with
Wait,
the 2x sneak bonus.
How do you
Right.
get items from sponsors? Does it like parachute?
So it drops. Yeah, it
Drops.
drops
Okay,
in a
so-
little pod.
Surely you'd be able to see where that's dropping.
Yeah.
See where it's
Well-
dropping, boys, and then
You could sort of look into a canopy, I suppose, if you saw it dropping, but it's quite small. It's the size of
Yeah.
like a rugby ball. It's not very big.
hmm.
And then obviously keeping my eye on the old scoreboard thing,
Yeah.
because I think my overall plan would be sleep during the day, high up in the tree, be
Yeah.
awake at night, cutting about. seeing
Aye.
who I can find.
But you've got no weapons, so you're either going to have to try and find like a survival bag.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. That's what I'm hoping. You might find something, or would it be too risky to try and say after the first or second day, just cut back to the cornucopia, see Wagwan. Anything? I think that might be too risky. I reckon just pray for a sponsor.
Yeah, I think that's the best thing you'd have to do. Because I feel like with the starting island place, that would be a good base. Because if you manage to win that, then you've got loads of weapons and shit.
Yeah, but that's a big if.
That's a massive if, considering we're assuming that none of us are District 1 or 2. They normally all collaborate together and have like a 4-man death team that just kills shit at the start.
Yeah.
But I've got a pretty solid tactic if I ever win the Hunger Games. I'm ready for it. So, step 1, you've woken up in the capital. You're a bit hungover. Let's be fair. You wouldn't volunteer for the Hunger Games otherwise. But at that point, there, I'm starting drama, right? Because you've got you do all the training and stuff. You show off a little bit so people get to know who you are before you put in the Hunger Games, aren't you? So at that point, I'm starting drama. I'm telling people "Oh, you from District 1? Yeah, I heard District 3 said that you couldn't fight." Just starting all the beef because people are going to be interested, right? I'm gonna eat my body weight in shit so that I'm not at a deficit. I don't have to worry about food for a good few days while I'm in the Hunger Games, and then I'm gonna find the weirdest bloke on the team, right? The weirdest guy. I'm gonna befriend him. We're gonna right, me and you. Look, I know it's be awkward, but me and you, we have a 2-day truce. We'll get through the first 2 days because that's when most people die, and then we'll fuck off, yeah. And he'll be sick. So on the first day, we'll grab a bag, fuck off, run away, find the weird dude, and then that night I'll stay up guard. I'll be oh, it's okay, and then I'll just kill him in his sleep. One dude down.
Right.
That's 22 other people I've got to contend with. But at that point, I'll find a camera or find where people are watching me from, and I'll do the one thing that I know is super successful, and that is NPC it, bro. You've seen people get super rich off NPCing on TikTok.
You're gonna fucking so gracious. Wow,
Yeah,
thank you.
Wow, thank you.
Thank you, so great. Sponsor.
Yeah. By the time someone finds me doing all these things, they'll arrive and I'll have a Gatling gun and I'll just mow down the competition. Oh, wow, thank you. So yummy. And I'll just be, I'll be champion by the end. The reason the thing that prompted this question was I watched, do you remember, what's it called? Film Theory.
I love that channel. Yeah,
I love Hill Brewery.
He does how to win the Hunger Games, right? And the way to
watch that, yeah.
The way to do it is become proficient with a knife because that's the thing that comes up the most. It is hide solo, and just be really good at survival.
Han Solo.
Exactly what I said. Cutting about in the trees when no one can see you.
Not upwards, though. If there's a forest fire, you're fucked.
You got to hide in the dirt.
You're gonna.
What do you mean? If there's a forest, I'm cutting about.
Yeah, I thought you were up in the trees.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
cutting about.
But then if there's a fire, you're fucked. Whereas if you're on the ground and you cover yourself in dirt and you just
You're trying to tell me you see a fire coming, you just be like, well, I'm just going to stay up in this tree.
Oh, I don't know.
But if you're underground, right? If
not underground, just covered in mud.
I don't know if I'd take on a fire covered in mud. I wouldn't exactly feel invincible.
No, you're meant to run away as well, but it's easier to run away from things.
I thought you were
He thought you just jumping in a swamp like fucking Shrek and be like, "Yep, I'm fireproof now."
Pulling a predator.
I put on my
Nivea fire.
Put my Nivea mud mask on, and now I'm just invulnerable to fire.
I thought you were meaning that you cover yourself in mud and just run into the fire, and that's how you survive.
No, you hide on the ground in the dirt. And you hope that other people starve themselves out.
Yeah.
Or kill each other.
Yeah. Talking of starving yourself out and killing each other, it's kind of on topic. It's a nice little quick segue. There's a show on Channel 4 called Alone. And the premise is that it's 12 people. are from the UK, are put into the Canadian wilderness, and they've got to survive the longest, right? So they've got fuck all. I say that, but they've
Right.
got survival stuff. And literally, first episode, there's this guy. He's like middle-aged, bold, looks like he could be some sort of manual labourer. He's quite a beefy guy, quite tough. If I saw him on the street, I'd probably think, yeah, he might kill me. But he's like, yeah, I want to do this. I want to prove to myself that I can do it. I want to do something tough for once. Within 2 hours, he fucks up with the axe, hits himself in the leg, and has to be taken out of the competition because he hurt himself. Because he chopped his own leg. I was in fits. But some of these people are just, it's just there's no common sense. Like they've there's obviously bears and moose and shit, and they put up their tent, and I say put up their tent. They've got a tarp. They form a triangle, and it's got like 4 different entrances, and they're like, yeah, I just don't know why I'm getting so cold and wet, and all the animals are coming for me. Yeah, because you're just in a cozy little fucking hallway which they can just walk into, chew on your foot, and fuck off.
Did you see the one where Bear Grylls had the island where it was boys versus girls?
No.
Yeah, mate,
I
that
think-
was
yeah,
that was amazing.
I think there was some luck to it, right? Like there were some unfortunate bits for the girls, some unfortunate bits for the guys, but essentially, the boys were like stuck in, fucking yeah, it's gonna be sick. They found like a fishing net. They had like a sick time. It was like a holiday for them. They like wrestled a crocodile. They killed it. They had like
Yeah,
no
yeah.
bad time.
The fuck? Okay.
The girls couldn't start a fire,
Right.
so couldn't distill any water.
Yeah, but it was also the fact they kept getting lost on the way back to where the
yeah.
start of the island, and then they showed the map, and they just kept walking around in circles. They're like, "Oh, we're lost. We don't know where we're going." Boys are like, "Home is that way. Oh, we're hunting over there. Let's fucking get on it."
Yeah, these women were walking it. I don't know how they get so turned around, but it was almost like a hairpin as well. It wasn't like a wide circle. It was almost like a 90 degrees and then another 90 degrees, and they got back to where they came from.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
But they got like pulled off or they almost got pulled off for having like kidney failure and shit. Like it was bad. They left them alone for as long as possible. But
There's a bit in Alone where this guy's brought a bow and arrow with him as a survival item, and he sees a squirrel and he shoots it, and he can't find it for ages, and then he finds it, and his face just drops, and he lifts the squirrel up, and it's not just a clean shot. He had ripped one arm and one leg off of this squirrel, and then it had bled to death, and it's fucking grim.
Oh
And then
no!
he cooks it, right? And he doesn't like skin it or anything. He cooks it with the skin on, and eats everything apart from the head. And then it's like day 4, and he's still got the head, and he's like, "Oh, I'm starving." And you can see his eyes sort of like flickering around when he goes, "Oh, yeah, I'm gonna eat a head." And then it cuts to him just eating it, and he's like plucking the eyeball out, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm loving it. This is great. It's fantastic. Love it." And then he picks the skull clean. It's like almost shiny. And then he's just like playing with the jaw and the top of the skull, and he's like, "Oh, I've got no eyes." I'm like, "Fuck me, a man's lost it."
He's just on the island, fucking losing mind. He's going to be talking to Wilson soon.
Yeah.
I think I could smash the survival show pretty easily.
I think the only survival. What's the last one I watched? Naked and Afraid was a good one, where they put the man and the woman just butt naked on an island, and they're just out there figuring shit out, which I thought was pretty cool.
Quick, the recap for our Hunger Games succession. Then, Harry, what are you doing?
I am just fucking hiding. I don't think I'm competent enough to kill anyone.
Fair enough, Kehan.
I'm going to be cutting about in trees, sleeping during the day, being awake at night, just showing off my survival skills to just try and get them sponsors down, and then just guerrilla warfare from there on out.
So, and then I'm going to be a trash TV star, betray my best friend on the show, and then be an AI for wins.
Love it.
So we just need to spin the wheel and we're good to go.
We've got number 53, which is Which Pokemon could you take in a fight? Before we go, please remember to subscribe or follow us. We are available to listen to on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcasts. You can also find us on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, where we post updates and teasers for upcoming episodes. If you'd like to get in touch with us to give us some feedback or submit a question, visit our website, which is down in the description, or email us at yewhatofitpodcast@gmail.com, or drop us a message on our socials. Thank you again for listening, and remember to subscribe and share with your friends.
Thank you guys so much for staying with us. All right, I've been your boy Jake, and today with me has been
Ian.
And Harry.
Join us next time when we discover which Pokemon we could body. Have a great day.
Yeah, what of it?
Ruhem. Ruhem.